There were some big time actors there too.
I didn't recognize a single one.
They were there.
So when we were in the Uber on the way back at a responsible 10 p.m., we decided to write down 10 lessons that we wish we knew when we were in our 20s.
Starting with, nobody cares about your story. This building behind me is where Samir and I spent the majority of our 20s. Samir's dad is in the fashion business, and this is one of his warehouses, and he moved a bunch of boxes aside and agreed to let us use it as our first office. We're building the lacrosse network, and Samir comes up to me and he suggests that we tell a story about a major trade that happened in pro lacrosse. And I looked at him and I said, people aren't really talking about this. Sure, there's some tweets about it and there's some articles written, but no one's talking about this trade, so we shouldn't be talking about it. No one cares. And he said to me, it's our job as storytellers to make people care. And that flipped a switch in me, and I hit the road and I spent a month living with Paul Rabel, documenting his life. And it went from a story about a trade to a deeply personal story about a guy who would go to incredible lengths to win.
So everything he said here is very important, and I'll just pick out one or two things. First thing he said that I feel is extremely powerful is, he said, no story by itself is interesting. It all depends on the person telling the story. And that's just the truth. Now, some of the biggest personal brands that you know today, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, even extremely controversial ones like the Tate brothers, some of these personal brands are built on stories. These stories are told in such an interesting and wild way that it just captivates the audience. And that is the key to personal branding. How do you tell your story such that people would care enough to listen to it, relate with it, and react accordingly? That is the primary basis upon which personal brands are built. It is not just about the story, it is about how it is being told.